Hello, brilliant students. We are moving right along to steps 5 and 6, and we are going to be doing things a little differently. I checked with Dr. Rice to make sure that this was okay with her, but this is how I usually teach this type of task. So step 5 is your assessment instruments, and step 6 is your instructional strategies. So let me show you how I'd like for you to set this up. Now, if you've already started working on this and you did not set it up this way, just check with me. But hopefully you can set it up this way. So how I like to teach this is all about alignment. You have to align your instructional objective, your activities that you are going to use to meet that objective, your sequencing of those activities, and how you will evaluate that specific objective. So being the very visual person I am, I wanted to give you a very specific what I am looking for type of alignment. So here's my example. At least 60% of all summative assessments are deployed via Google Drive for teachers in grade 4 to 5. Let me add during third 9 weeks. Okay, so how am I going to teach that objective? First, I am going to deploy a screencast that just introduces the topic that the teachers are going to watch before they come to our face-to-face sessions. Next, I'm going to do a 45-minute face-to-face session addressing Google Forms. Here, you would need to list all of your specific goals that you need in order to be fluent with Google Forms, and that should come from, I believe it was step 3 above. Next, we're going to have a 45-minute face-to-face session addressing Google Drive and how that can be used as an assessment tool. Again, specific skills. And then as a follow-up, I'm going to have supplemental screencasts and example video and lesson plans provided on a website. So that is my actual activities, what I'm going to do. So sequencing, where I got this from was up here above. What technology is going to be used, what handouts, prompts, supplies, sequencing, and timing. So I will need a screencast-o-matic to create initial intro to the topic. That's right here. I will need my school Chromebooks issued to each teacher to be used during the face-to-face. I'll need a Google document listing with screenshots all skills needed for each face-to-face. These are those specific skills right here. I will need 2 sample lesson plans with created assessments using forms and docs. I'll need 4 sample student products for teachers to quote-unquote grade during training for practice. And then all of those materials will go onto a Google site or a Google Classroom site with an additional 2 videos and an additional 2 lesson plans as follow-up. And then I, as the trainer, will create 2 additional screencasts, one on forms and one on drives, with more advanced features to be used as follow-up. Now here is where you guys are freaking out on me. Don't freak out on me yet. You are listing all of these things in this step. You are not actually creating these yet. That is your next step. But you are identifying what you will have to create in your next step here. And yes, this is very detailed. You need to be that detailed. So how am I going to assess if the teachers actually did my objective? So I have 3 forms of assessment. Teachers will submit via Google Drive at least 5 assessments that they deployed within the third 9 weeks. See checklist 1 below. You do actually have to create your evaluations in this step. If you move up to step 5, it is asking for those specific instruments. So unlike sequencing, where you don't have to create these products yet, evaluation you do. Teachers will submit a Google spreadsheet with results of at least 3 objective tests showing student averages and progress. See checklist 2 below. And then my third assessment, teachers will submit a self-reflection at the end of the third 9 weeks, identifying challenges and successes when using Google assessments. Click here to access the Google form for self-reflection. So again, you do actually have to create these assessments for this step. So let's go back up here and make sure that I have covered everything that we are wanting to do in our instructional unit. So developing assessments. That is right here, my evaluation tools. Remember, you will in the table Just put what you are evaluating and how you will evaluate it, and then actually create the instrument and put below. Step 6 are these 2 middle blocks that I did. You'll notice that I chose to do color coding here to show that I've done things that I've been asked to do. So right here it says if it's student directed or instructor directed, I used highlighting to do that. And these evaluation tools up here, it said please do at least a peer assessment or self-assessment for one of the objectives and instructor assessments for each. So I've color-coded those as well. Below, I have included 2 additional questions. Please describe how you used your learner's voice and choice to guide your instruction, because that's required up here. And then please put all assessment instruments below and label them. One thing that I do want to call your attention to that I foresee as a possible problem is right here in red. Provide various opportunities for student collaboration and communication. This means that I don't want to see that each one of your objectives uses a screencast and a face-to-face. Try thinking out of the box. If you're using Google Classroom, try to incorporate some Google Hangouts, some Google chat boxes, some other of the Google tools, Google Groups, Google Classrooms, all of these things. Please think out of the box to try to get a variety of activities for your learners. Okay, hope that helps. Let me know if you need anything. Have a wonderful day.